Middlesbrough's built on the steel and chemical industries. The phrase around here is we built the world. Getting into the Premier League last season was important to the club. It was certainly what we were planning, and our strategy was laid out to achieve that. I think the whole town celebrated the day we beat Brighton in May earlier this year. It's given the town and area a massive uplift.
This football club is very important. This football club is the heartbeat of the town. Burnley is a small town population, circa 75–80,000 people. Clearly it has its issues around deprivation and educational attainment, and that's where we as a community trust work hard with other partners in the town to address. But I think the town is in a positive position. Premier League football will put it on the global map again.
It's sad that we're here 2 weeks away from the start of the Premier League season, and both Ryan and I were 100% committed Hull City fans, actually aren't that bothered, and it's just desperately sad. And we have no voice in it. We just, I don't want to appear like a victim, but you do feel that you've just got no control and no say in the destiny of your own football club.
The funding that we get from the Premier League is driven by the broadcasters, and obviously the broadcasters demand certain things in return. 2 new studios, a media conference zone, mix zone, interview points and so on.
They're in effect brokering a product from Sky. Billions and billions of pounds washing into football. They don't need fans. They've told us 2 years ago we're irrelevant. And let's face it, the only thing that's constant at a football club are its supporters. Players come and go, managers come and go, owners come and go, and fans turn up every week.
We can now access Premier League community investment. We'll work predominantly with young people and with disadvantaged individuals, and that investment we will access, so we will try and get every penny of it.
The Middlesbrough Football Club Foundation is the charitable arm of the club. I think the projects that we've always run are going to continue to run, but on a bigger scale. With the increase in funding and hopefully the more funding we can bring into the area, there's just more and more opportunities for us to develop more community projects and engage groups that we currently don't.
We've got a Tigers Trust, so they do go to schools, offer training, they have coaches that go out and do that sort of thing, but it's very much run by the club under a charitable trust status, so there is quite a bit of that, but not as much as we'd like to see as a trust, a supporters trust. I think they could do a lot more. They could certainly interact with fans more, in fact just certainly interact with fans full stop.
I think the success of the club will have a knock-on effect into deprived areas, in that success does breed success. If the club can put Middlesbrough and Teesside on the world stage and get new opportunities for employment and new industries move into the area, that in turn will help the deprived areas and hopefully reduce the unemployment, which is very high in the area.
Massively proud to be part of the club. When I first got asked if I would like to supply the pies to the KC, it was a dream come true. The big clubs are used to quality, they're used to Premier League, so in Hull we need to step up and give them that. The team needs to produce a great game, and we need to produce a Premier League pie. The pie of the tiger, the Hull pie.
When I took over, they were in the Championship, and then the year after, they promoted to Premiership, and that made a big difference in revenue. You've got the big teams like Chelsea and Arsenal, and all good followers, so all the fans come up here. It'd be really nice for us to have a stable Premier League club, definitely.
There's amazing things happening in Hull. They just need to have that next little oomph to get onto a bigger stage. And as you say, being Premier League and being City of Culture, it could be huge for individual businesses in Hull to help them find their potential.
We've got money to spend now to get behind the club, and it's just up to the board and the chairman now really to go ahead and spend it, and hopefully we will be able to stay up and take it that step further.
It was not so long ago that there was quite a few North West teams away from the cities of Liverpool and Manchester in the Premier League. A few of them have dropped away now, and Burnley have been in there twice in 3 years, so I think in terms of this area and the likes of Blackburn and Bolton and Wigan, perhaps at the moment they are the dominant club there.
There's a lot of turmoil going on within the club, so it's really hard for anyone to keep positive and keep going. It's the same with any family. If you've got someone having a hard time in the family, then you all have to kind of rally around to help them out. The problem is with Hull as they are at the moment, it's hard to rally around something you don't believe in.